7:50 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, May 25th, 2021. The Direct Mod News of the Mountain. This is Peter Channel. Morning news on this Tuesday morning, May 25th, 2021. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Tuesday morning, May 25th, 2021. It's 7:50 a.m. and the mountain temperature standing at 54 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel News at 7:50 a.m. is Russia's power over Belarus is in the spotlight after plane hijacking incident. Police killed hundreds of people of color after George Floyd Fields calls for racial justice. Biden's DOJ appeals order to release full memo on why Trump wasn't charged with obstruction. Rand Paul received suspicious package containing white powder at home. Pilot dies after military contract craft crashes in Las Vegas. Nearly 50 years after the crime, a Massachusetts attorney says teenager was murdered by a Catholic priest. WHO coronavirus investigators pinpointed overlooking Chinese data for further studies, sources said. Stone Mountain Park Board approves truth-telling exhibit moving flags. Michigan Governor Whitmer is latest Democratic card in the act of the COVID-19 rule. 3 people fatally shot in an apartment outside Columbus, Ohio, and others found dead outside. U.S. will make significant contributions to rebuilding Gaza, Blinken said. DR Congo's Goma volcano desperate search for children missing after eruption. Ports in Myanmar are killed after the coup. Members of Mali's military arrest from President and Prime Minister raising fears of the second coup. Explosive weapons and public areas have killed and injured civilians more than 90% of the time over the past 10 years, according to a new study released Tuesday by a London-based organization. Former Chinese diplomats U.S. indicted for robbery, money laundering. President Biden will meet with the family judge for investigations that scheduled nationwide Tuesday in the 1-year anniversary of Minnesota man's death, which led to a global civil rights movement. Prosecutors filed new charges against accused Boulder, Colorado shooter. Attleboro area. Real estate sales cool slightly compared to the state at large. Attleboro area farmer markets a bigger return on a mission to heal after exposing her dad to the deadly virus. Last Light Filming Festival returns this holiday weekend. Not a bear, but a fisher. Drivers are finally getting a break when they hit the road. Most top senior coaches are running for re-election. Taunton Tiger left-hander spins a one-hitter for unbeaten Taunton softball. Take a look at stocks that are up 26.14 at 34,393.98. SP 5 up 41.19 at 41,97.05. And Nasdaq up 1.18 at 13,661.17. Bitcoin attempts of closing on $40,000 after Elon Musk said he spoke to miners about energy usage. Stock futures rise led by tech as Bitcoin stabilizes. U.S. stocks trend mostly higher hours before Tuesday's opening bell. The Amazon deal to acquire MGM movie studio could come Tuesday. CDC investigates possible connection between mRNA vaccine and heart inflammation. Young Americans are lagging behind with COVID-19 vaccines, and these threats have expressed push for their vaccination. Pfizer talks with India for COVID-19 vaccine supplies, and India is the only one, and COVID cases are rising at record levels in these places too. New NASA Earth System Observatory will create a 3D holistic view of Earth, help address mitigate climate change. And now, sports time at 7:54. Milwaukee Bucks bury the Miami Heat 132-98 with 3 straight 10 in the first quarter. Unless Adam Thielen is involved, back in chat around. Joe Jones is silly, and Anthony Davis at the center of the Lakers' troubles end. Gina's and couple shots for the Bucks, and Damon Lillard receives little help as the Nuggets beat the Blazers 128-109. Tonight, Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets go at Game 2 at 7 o'clock in Brooklyn, and Game 2 of the Eastern Conference first round, while the Boston Red Sox welcome the Atlanta Braves to Fenway Park for the first of the 2-game series. Peter Channel News time, 7:55. Time now to take a look at the Peter Channel traffic in terms of check oddness. Tuesday morning, beep! On the MBT Fitchburg Line, trade 4, 6:25 a.m. from 1 to celebrate 10 to miss back between North Lemsford and North Station due to early train traffic. Fitchburg Line, train 406, 7:25 a.m. from 1 to celebrate 5-10 minutes back between Fitchburg and North Station. Greenbush Line, train 074, 7:10 a.m. from Greenbush to operating 5-10 minutes late between Net Junction and South Station. And the ferries are out, looking good. Taking a look at the highways and byways in New England. Route 3 stopbound side. Stop and go between 495. A little down at 128 in Burlington. 93 stopbound a little bit slow between Belleville all the way down to Route 128 in Renton. Get an exit of 128 stop. 93 stopbound before 128 in Renton. So expect some tie-ups at 93 at the northbound side. A little bit slow around the Stoneham stretch before 128. 128 on the southbound side. Low between 95. Peabody down to Renton. 128 a little bit slow around the Peabody stretch. Get an exit of 128 at the northbound side just after 95 in Peabody. So expect some delays, and 128 is southbound side. Slow after 95, 93 out of the Renton area. 128 is southbound side, a little bit slow around Route 2 in Lexington. 93 stop, bingo between Medford and the Zig Bridge downtown Boston. 93 on the southbound side, a little bit slow around downtown Boston. Route 1 southbound side, slow between Cheltenham and Charlestown, and 7 Expressway on the southbound side, a little bit slow between the Pike down to the Braintree split. Northbound side, low slow between First Brook Parkway, grades it all the way down the Mass Ave exit in Boston. 95 northbound side, also between 27 Shannon and 128 Canton. Get an accident on 95 northbound before 128 in the Canton stretch. Train board on the northbound side, a little bit slow between Harrison Boulevard and Hammond and 128 Canton. And Route 3 on the southbound side, a little bit slow around there between Hingham and 3 on the northbound side, so between 18 and Weymouth down the Braintree split. And 128, slow between 20 and Randolph and on Route 109 in Westwood. And Mass Pike eastbound side, a little bit slow around the 128 to West and 109 in Newton Quarter. 93 is southbound side, a little slow at the Boston stretch. And 70 Tell Soul Cow Tells, looking good. 95 on the northbound side, a little bit slow between 1A and South Attleboro all the way down to Route 152 at North Attleboro to the 85 at the northbound side, a little slow at 95 at Attleboro stretch. Route 60 eastbound side, a little slow to 134 in Denison. Bournebridge to the southbound side, a little bit slow. 95 on the southbound side, a little bit slow between Pawtucket and Providence, and 95 northbound side, a little slow between Warwick down and Providence, and 195. Both ends a little slow between Providence and East Providence. 146 southbound, also at 95 in the downtown Providence area. 146 at the northbound side, a little bit slow at North Smithfield. 290 on the eastbound side, a little bit slow between the back down there. Quinn Sigmund Village in Worcester, and Mass Pike eastbound a little bit slow on Route 495 Westport. 495 northbound, so between the Pike and the Route 9 in Westport. In Western Massachusetts, 91 southbound side, a little bit slow around the Northampton stretch, and 291 northbound side, also to the Springfield stretch. East Bay Bridges, Jamestown. Mount Auburn Government Bridge is out. Looking good in the westbound side of the Newport Bridge, a little bit slow in the Newport side. 95 on the southbound side, a little bit slow between New Haven, all the way down to Greenwich. And Bear Parkway westbound, so between Trumbull and Stepford. 25 on the northbound side, a little bit slow to Trumbull, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, a little slow between Waterbury all the way down to Newtown, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side, a little slow on downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 northbound side, a little bit slow on Hartford down to Windsor. And 84 both ends, a little bit slow on Farmington down to West Hartford, Connecticut. And up in northern New England. Route 101 on the eastbound side, a little bit slow between Epping and Exeter. Peter, channel news time is 7:59. Time now for weather report. High pressure moves offshore today with increasing southwest flow and warmer air, especially out of the interior. Very warm and increasing humid conditions once ahead of a cold front which may trigger a few strong severe thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening in the interior, and warm but less humid conditions fall on Thursday, potential for substantial rain on Friday afternoon and Saturday morning as low pressure passes New England and the south. This will be followed by cold temperatures for the holiday weekend, where temperatures next week, but with possibly a clouds and showery precipitation. And temperatures bottoming out in the upper 40s for the most areas across southern New England this morning, especially with the coastal areas where the temperatures are hovering in the low 50s, the light southwest winds are leading. Still expecting them to pick up later in the day and remain rather breezy throughout the afternoon and currently under the mostly clear skies. Latest visible satellite imagery with only some high cirrus to the west and over the Cape of the Islands. The previous forecast remains untracked. Those significant changes have been made with this update other than bringing the forecast in line with the latest observations sheet. Okay, look at the forecast. Goes like this. Today, most of the skies got 72 degrees. Southwest about 7 to 14 mile gust high. Straight for mile for tonight. Part of the skies got about 58 degrees. Southwest about 9 to 11 mile. And for Wednesday, most of the skies got 84 degrees. Southwest about 10 to 14 mile gust high. 24 mile. For Wednesday night, 8 chance of showers. And thunderstorm may between 1 a.m. Before 1 a.m. Mostly skies at 64 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 10 mile gust high. 22 mile just missed 40%. Thursday, most of the sun's got 83, low 52 degrees. Northwest about 7 to 9 mile an hour. And for Friday, check the showers up to 9 a.m. Partly sun's got 65, low 46 degrees. Northeast about 9 mile an hour, just as 30% for Saturday. Check the showers before 10 a.m. But partly sun's got 60, low 47 degrees. And northeast about 10 to 13 mile an hour, 23 mile an hour, just as 30% for Sunday. Most of the sun's got 65, low 46 degrees. Northeast about 9 11 mile an hour, 22 mile an hour. And remember what day? Most of the sun's got 70 degrees. Northeast about 7 mile an hour. And right now, Norton. First guys in 54 degrees. That's getting a Peter Joe Water News on this. Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. I'm Peter J. Wiggins will be up with more than about 8 to say people be up, we will. Have a good day.